The next one, Hani and Nabil Tarazi, Gone with the Wind. Hani Tarazi was born in Gaza in 1937. He is now retired as an accountant. His nephew Nabil Tarazi, born in Jerusalem in 1965, gave up running a technology company in London to backpack around Asia and Australia in his early 40s. On his return, he created a sustainable tourism firm that has won global awards for its innovative management of a Jordanian desert eco lodge. They were speaking from Hani's home in Dubai in May 2024. Gone with the Wind. The Tarazis are one of the Christian families that are native to Gaza. My father used to say that the family name came from an ancestral grandmother who was a seamstress in Turkey. Tarazi shares a root with the Arabic word for stitching or sewing, but we don't know for sure. We have documented the family tree back to 1755, starting with Daud and his sons Rizq, Abdullah, and Atala. From them, you get the three branches of the Tarazi: the Maraska from Rizq, the Abdullat, and the Atalat. We are from the Maraska, but there are Tarazi cousins from the other branches all mixed up together. Sometimes people from different branches intermarry. It's very confusing. Now you find Tarazis all over the world, in America, Australia, Europe, Jordan, Lebanon, everywhere. And some still in Gaza, of course. My father, Kader, was wealthy, a self made man. He was born in Gaza in about 1890, we think, and had seven siblings. As a young man, he served in the Turkish police and then became a merchant, trading wheat and corn. Under the British, he became the Gaza agent for the oil companies Shell and Sokoni Vacuum, which became Mobil. All the land from the edge of Tel Aviv right to the Egyptian border was his area, where he created supply networks and built fuel pumps. He also exported oranges to Europe. This was at a time when Jaffa oranges were the top brand in the world. Early in the growing season, he would visit the orange orchards around Jaffa and make an offer to certain farmers to buy their entire crop before the fruit was even ripe. He told us he would walk through the orchard to see the condition of the trees, to judge how many oranges each tree would likely produce. He would calculate 5 meters between trees and 5 meters between each row to work out the number of trees. Then he would factor in export overheads, add a percentage for profit, and make his offer. After a few years, he bought a large piece of land in Gaza, 50 dunums, 50,000 square meters, or 12.5 acres, in the Sabra area located between the old city and the sea. Now it is built up, but back then it was all citrus trees. That was where he built our big family house. I was born in that house with my 5 brothers and 2 sisters. We were well to do and I had a marvelous childhood. My brother Antone, Nabil's father, was 10 years older than me and he built us a sort of chalet overlooking the sea. We would have sleepovers there with our friends. Early in the morning, we would wait for the fishermen to come in their boats, then go down to the shore, buy fish and cook and eat it fresh. At weekends, we would have kidre, which is rice and meat in a clay pot, cooked in the oven of the neighborhood bakery and brought to the chalet for everyone to eat, followed by slices of fresh watermelon. And we had parties at that chalet dancing to American rock and roll. I was the only person with a motorbike at that time, so when I revved that engine, everyone in Gaza knew Hani Tarazi was around. I was so spoiled. Gaza was a beautiful place. Our house was destroyed in the recent airstrikes, completely demolished. The Israelis have stolen our memories. After graduating from Alexandria University, I came back to Gaza, but I was searching for a way out when an opportunity came to work in Kuwait I took it immediately. My father was upset and said he would pay me double whatever I was getting if I stayed. I told him even if he paid me the wealth of Harun al Rashid, a legendary caliph of Baghdad, I would not stay. I needed freedom. My mother was a loving but very dominating personality. I had a girlfriend in Alexandria, and at that time, to phone long distance, you had to call the operator first. My mother instructed the Gaza operators to inform her immediately if her son Hani ever tried to call Alexandria. I had to get out of this. I did not regret leaving Gaza. It was hard. For 3 months in Kuwait, I slept on the beach rather than live in a house or take up all the invitations to stay. But I needed my independence. It was about dignity. I started to learn about the world. In 1964, I moved to Dubai and I've been here ever since. But I visited Gaza with my family every summer. Gaza is where I was born, where I grew up. My lands are still there. We belong there, we belong to the sea, we belong to the earth. Gaza is in our blood. Ah, the girlfriend in Alexandria, gone with the wind. Nabil Tarazi. I grew up in Ramallah, but Gaza was a regular outing for us at least once a month. All the uncles lived there. On a Sunday, which was my father's day off, we would drive. It took about an hour and a half to spend time with the cousins, eat, roam the orchards, go to the beach. That big house has memories for all of us. It was where the family would gather for Easter and Christmas. After the 1967 occupation, Israeli companies took over all the petrol suppliers. Shell no longer had a presence. Hani's brothers Suat and Suel took over my grandfather's business, but he would still go to the office in Gaza City every day. He died in 1978. My dad, Antone or Tony, left Gaza at 16 to study in Jerusalem and graduated second in the whole country. He went to the American University of Beirut, then specialized at a medical institute in Canada before returning in 1960. He was the first and for many years the only neurosurgeon in Palestine and Jordan. My mom, Rima, was one of the founders of the Edward Said Conservatory of Music in Gaza, and my cousins Shafiq and Wade Tarazi established Gaza College, a school that still exists today. I've never lived in Gaza, but when people ask where I come from, I say Jordan, my home, or Palestine, my identity, or Jerusalem, where I was born, or Ramallah, where I grew up, but at the bottom of it all, there is Gaza. I have lots of Gaza memories. The sea, cousins, the warmth of being with family. Whenever I pass fitna, frangipani flowers, their perfume, so strong like jasmine, takes me right back to childhood in Gaza. I've overheard my son, who is 8 and born in Amman, say to his friends that he is Gazawi, Gazan. I don't know what this link is exactly. For us, Gaza is a symbol, a place that has stood for so many years against aggression, occupation, and genocide. Today, at last, the world is seeing who the Palestinians are. We are human, ordinary human beings, symbolized in what is going on in Gaza every day. Gaza matters because it is the place where the rebirth of the Palestinian nation will probably begin.